What's going on, everybody? Stoliaker here, and we are going to be going into a three-part section of of Deputy Nelson. I'm guessing it's Prieto. I'm guessing. I'm not sure, but anyway, this is going to be all his body cam footage, and we're going to get into this, and yeah, we're going to get into it. That's all I can say. Just so that you know, I did happen to find this section, and it specifically talks about bridge fishing. That is what the ordinance was about. The ordinance was not even about fishing in a park. It's about fishing off of bridges. I will roll a clip just before we start into the body cams. Where I do start this Deputy Nelson's body cams is from when Stephen Davis walks away. So you're going to see the beginning part. Davis is there and he walks away, and then from that, pretty much that point on, it is basically Deputy Nelson's body cam and the interaction that I had with him. So don't forget to hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Stoliaker, deuces.
I just got told that the ordinance, the city let lapse.
Come on, guys. Seriously?
Yep.
It's ridiculous, man.
And there's another GoPro strapped to his backpack that we're going to have to turn off. Just like his phone we need to turn off. The holster that's on your belt, does it just come off as a clip?
No. You gotta take it off my belt. And
Alright, we'll take off the belt once we get to the car.
what kind of, what
Right now,
am I being charged with?
Right now, you're being detained.
Please.
Okay.
I get detained. You guys are telling me I'm being arrested, man.
Yeah.
You're saying I'm going to jail, so what?
You're being detained right now. You may not go to jail.
I'm asking, like, at this point, like, what? I've given you everything you wanted. There's no need for this.
If I had come up here and you'd have given me what I wanted, we wouldn't be in this issue.
What'd you ask for?
I asked for your name and your
I
date
gave
of
it
birth.
to you.
No,
I gave it
me
to
a
you.
bunch of numbers.
I gave
and
it to
it
you.
wasn't until you realized
I gave it to you. I gave it to you. We don't have to do this, guys, really.
We do. It's our job.
For somebody that didn't know that they couldn't fish here.
Ignorance is not a good... Ignorance is not a disobey the law, man.
I didn't park here. I didn't know about the sign because I walked from that bridge over there and I walked here. I mean, honestly, like, I didn't know about it. If I knew about it, I wouldn't have fished here. I follow the law to a T usually, and I didn't see your sign. And once again, I walked up. I didn't see any signage here that says no fishing, other than when we walked together to that sign out there and it said no fishing. I'm like, okay, like, let's go. Let's get out of here. I wasn't trying to argue. I was saying, hey, I'm going to get out of here because you guys are right. I didn't know. If I was from the area, it'd be one thing, but I'm not from the area.
Where they at?
Bravo 2, Charlie. Affirmative. Charlie. DLE fire contact. Teletype Central. Teletype North.
11 Bravo 1 on public.
Put them in a car.
I got him. I'll put him in my car.
About me coming out here, trying to go fishing, expressing my rights, and that was it. And I didn't do anything wrong up until I saw that sign. When I saw that sign, I was like, hey, I'll leave. No problem. I said it. I keep saying it. I don't think you need to have to friggin' put me through the whole court system for me making a simple, stupid mistake about me not knowing.
Question, friend.
Yes, sir.
Simple, stupid mistake with firearms. What?
Side over here by these apartments or whatever they are. I walked up on that side of the road and walked through the little grass right there and came. You see where he's walking up right now? That's where I walked up and I didn't see a sign.
That's our best bet.
We'll see.
He says we got to call FWC for that.
Am I being arrested, sir?
You're being detained right now.
I know. I'm trying to see if you're gonna arrest me for this because I really don't want to go to jail for something. Like, I get I fucked up, but I get it's not like I was hurting nobody. I was just sitting here fishing. I wasn't even fishing. I literally put a hook on. I was getting the shrimp on when you walked up.
All right, here's what's your password. How do you access your fishing license?
Stupid hard when your fucking hands are behind the
What's
back.
this, Riverside Park?
Yeah.
It's Scott Winter's
Scott,
Park.
yeah. You were live streaming?
No,
No?
I was recording.
And this is Riverside Drive?
Because I wasn't sure
Yeah.
about all my cameras. I have cameras.
It's like 1100 Riverside, North Riverside.
Excuse me, sir. Can you just, like, honestly answer me one question? Are you about to arrest me?
I'm trying to make up my mind whether I want to or not.
I really, I got a kid at home. My wife doesn't even, doesn't.
Yeah, that's when he started with his phone. And as soon as he did it with the phone, that's when he started. He's not doing it anymore.
Really,
But he was when he had the phone.
Yeah, I understand I fucked up. I understand that
Is this a license?
yeah, that's the license. There's fresh water, salt water, and stream. I really don't want to go to jail for this, guys. I understand I fucked up because there's no fishing, but now that I understand it, like, we can make this, like, if you want to trespass, dude, I get it, dude. I'll take the trespass all day long. I fucked up. But there's no sense in sending me to jail.
You say you weren't live streaming it. It's live streaming.
It's not live streaming.
Okay. Yeah. This is all right.
You know, when we're trying to make up our mind whether we're going to take you to jail or not, lying is not a good thing.
Dude,
You were.
I turned my phone on because I have to document shit, man.
That's fine.
And I'm glad you guys are documented too. At least you guys have body cams. Dude, where I'm from, nobody has body cams there. At least there's documentation. At least I know that after this, I understand that I fucked up. I fucked up because there's no fishing and I didn't realize it because I'm not from here. You know? And that's why I say I have not resisted, I've not bitched at you guys, other than as soon as I found out, I knew I was wrong. But I was also hoping that, guess what? You messed up because you were fishing, not because you had a firearm.
Did we ever once mention anything
No,
about
you
your
didn't.
firearms?
I'm not mentioning, I'm just saying
Okay.
that at least that's what your guys are going after me about.
No, it isn't. Michael, I respect firearms. I own many firearms. All right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
know the law of when you can carry and when you can't. Our simple goal was to come out here, identify you so we could put into a field interview card and say that we made contact with you and you were within the confines of the Florida state law and we would have left you alone.
I know.
You took it another level.
Dude.
So listen,
You're
I've been
right.
doing this 30 years.
I'm sorry.
All right? You took it to that level. And when you wanted to play the game, I knew I was going to crown you.
Well,
Okay?
no, because I didn't know about
I'm not
the law.
ignorant to the fact that you can't fish in the city parks. Remember when I first came up and I said you can't fish in the city parks, and you wanted to give me a hard time, and we were going back and forth.
Yeah,
and
I know,
said,
'cause I
you
said
can't
I
block
didn't
the
see
water
it.
taxi. No, you got. I'll play it back on your camera. You got really nasty, and you got challenging, and you know what?
Because I
Hold
didn't
on.
believe it.
The gun question didn't even
Never a
come up.
question. Never a question.
Never
You're
a
absolutely
question.
right.
You know what? Because we were going to respect you, identify you, and send you on your own way. Even though you were violating the ordinance, I was going to give you a break. But because you know what? You want to bust my balls and put me on the internet and try and embarrass me after
I'm not
30
gonna,
years of law
and I'm
enforcement?
gonna. I'll make this very
There's
clear.
only one reason you would have that camera, and that's
I
if you
make
can
it very
embarrass a law
clear.
enforcement officer on a live stream
I
video.
give transparency for good and bad. If you see anything on my channel, I give transparency, and I fucked up, and I keep saying that. When these body cams, when I get these body cams, I will make it very transparent that I fucked up. I fucked up because of the sign. I didn't realize about the sign. I've gone through other places in Florida where they said there's a ordinance of no fishing, and they said, hey, you have to move 50 yards down the beach, or you have to move 50 yards, or you can't be here. And I accepted it, but I didn't know it because there's no signage. There's legitimately no signage out here.
10-4.
You know what I mean? Like if there was any one sign on that whole railing where I couldn't fish,
Mike,
I
it
would.
doesn't need to be signage here. It needs to be at when you first walk into
I
our
did.
park, which is where
I
it's
did.
properly posted.
I walked up over here where your cars are parked, and I did not see that sign that you see as you walk up the sidewalk over here. Like, I'm legitimately not trying to mess with you guys, man. This wasn't my goal. If I was going to pick somewhere to try to really antagonize you, I would have picked somewhere a little bit more public and a little bit more something. I'm in a park that there was, I guess, one person. I don't even know how many people were here. And I literally walked up. I saw somebody leaving. They were almost to their car. I walked up where your cars are at, right over here, right through that little gap right there. And I walked up and went fishing. Like, I walked up to the thing, started hooking up my line. I really hope you guys don't have to arrest me for this stupid shit, man. I really hope you guys don't have to arrest me for this shit, man. Yeah, I'm barely working on it. I probably...
13 Bravo 3.
Use 111 Commercial Boulevard. Green is the motorcycle, no tags, attached white no driver.
Hey man, my shoulder, I've got a bad shoulder and it's starting to hurt a little bit. You know, I'm not trying to run from you guys. If you guys gotta arrest me, I get it. But is there any way you can just relieve the pressure off my left shoulder? Like I said, I'm not trying to run from you, but I'm really
I have
starting to
high
get...
hopes that
Come on, man. You don't have to arrest me, dude.
If it makes your shoulder feel better, you can lay down on your back.
It's even worse, man. It's almost degrading right now.
Use 111 Commercial Boulevard.
All because I was just fishing. Or trying to fish. Sir?
yes, sir.
Is there any...
If you're going to ask for forgiveness or beg for reprieve,
No,
please don't.
I'm just saying, do we really need to have to take me to jail and arrest me? Can't we just give me a summons? Like, anything
We're
like that?
working on that right now.
4821 Northeast 29 Avenue near
Like, I'm not going to run from you guys. I mean, if you arrest me, you arrest me, but I'm really hoping that,
10-450.
you know, I got children and,
36 Bravo 5.
like, my goal wasn't to harm anybody. It wasn't to violate your ordinances and nothing. It was me coming out here to go fishing. I found a park that I thought I could go fishing because it's right on the water. The ordinance you're talking about, misdemeanor, felony?
Still go to jail.
I know.
Don't
I'm
matter.
asking. It was more of a question, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm dealing with right now. Trying to understand it a little bit. You know, there's no cameras rolling or nothing other than yours. I mean, just trying to figure it out so I don't. Hopefully, I have enough money to get myself out of jail.
Probably come back and
Ocean was flat still today.
Huh?
It was looking a bit choppy out there, though.
How many kids do you have?
2, man.
You gotta bring them with you fishing, man. You can't go alone fishing.
I try not to involve my children when I go out and do any type of activism, man.
Well, next time, maybe bring them without the guns. Don't do any activist stuff. Just have a good time with your family.
You think that, you know, you carry a gun to make sure you can protect your family. That's why I do it.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with carrying a gun.
I know, man. I've almost been robbed. I know you guys don't know my life story, but I've almost been robbed under bridges at 2:30 in the morning. That's the reason I carry guns, man. I've been put in a position where I didn't think I would ever get. I don't do this for cops, dude. I don't do this for fucking views. I don't do this for fucking YouTube. I don't do this for fucking nothing. I do this for people to understand that have a right to protect themselves when they've almost been robbed fishing. And that's where I'm at, you know. That's why I say, I'm like, this isn't about you, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna challenge the law when I don't understand what I've done is wrong. Absolutely. But as soon as I figured it out, right? I figured it out, I was like, alright, you guys are absolutely right. If you want to cite me and you want to make me come back for a court case or whatever, I get it, dude. But is there really is it necessary to send somebody to jail? Like, you know, like I've got my wife's car, like. Eventually, but.
Where did you park the car?
It's over at the
I'm just wanting to make sure, like, if
the park, because I didn't think I could park here.
which park?
Right across the bridge.
You mean the marina?
Yeah, the marina, right over.
You paid for parking, right?
I went over there I was fishing on that side, and then I walked over here because I knew there's 3 places I was going to fish. That side, this side, and then on the other side of that bridge, on the, I guess what, the north side?
There's
another park over there.
The intercoastal?
Not, right, and I don't even know if that place is fishing. You know, like I wasn't out here to try to start shit. I was just coming out here to go fishing. I paid for like 3 hours of parking to fish there for an hour, fish here for an hour, and fish at the next place for an hour, and see if I caught anything fishing. I didn't know about, like when I came off that bridge.
Do you need help getting back up? Alright.
I came off that bridge, and where your cars are parked, that's where I walked up. Like, it would be almost impossible for me to see that sign from where I walked up. And once again, you're saying ignorance is not part of the law. I get it. That's why I'm like, hey, like, help me out. Like, I fucked up. Yeah, I get it. But, you know, I'm trying to say, hey, I'm willing to leave. I'm not trying to say I'm not going to argue about it. I'm just saying, hey, I didn't know that I couldn't fish here. And same thing with that other public park across the bridge. I don't know if that is fishing allowed. But I was planning on fishing there too, and I didn't know. And I still don't know.
Fishing is open in St. Paul Lucie, right?
What?
Fishing is open in St. Paul Lucie.
Yeah, the water's dirty right now. They just opened up all the locks where all they're dumping is that discharge water. So it's like hard for me to go and try to catch fish for my family in dirty ass water, you know?
So you're catching fish to keep it?
Yeah.
Where's your cooler?
But all I have to do is catch 2 fish.
No, I'm just wondering.
Not my backpack. Like, my goal is to catch fish and leave.
What do you fish for?
Snapper, right now, snook's out of season, grouper, flounder, but there's not too many flounder around here, down south.
That's more north.
Yeah. You don't have any redfish, so it's mainly just snapper and grouper down here. And I usually fish the bridges, but I can't fish that bridge underneath over there, I guess. Right?
Yeah, you can't fish the bridges.
Yeah, I know. I saw the signs. That's why I didn't stop on the bridge, and that's why, like, I legitimately try to follow the signs and follow the rules, and I just didn't see any, like, this whole, or at least where I was at. I can't say the whole thing. I didn't look all the way down on the end, but where I was at underneath this little tree, there wasn't any signs. You know what I mean?